Hey guys, Dennis and Kulika here.
Hi.
She's behind doing some gardening. I thought we'd do a gardening video today, an update. How it's all looking. It's been super hot out here on the farm and we haven't done one for a while because we got that four-wheeler ATV and we were doing videos with that, and we'll do some more with that. We thought we'd show you the progress of the garden and the greenhouse and everything. So let's go take a look. So what are you doing here, Kulika?
Well, I moved this fence like further out to make this fenced-in area a little bigger, and I had a couple of lilac bushes that needed places, so I decided I'm gonna plant them here. So I cultivated this land.
Look at that, guys.
And then I had a jasmine bush planted way over there, but that would have...
Where was it? Right there?
It was in that corner, yeah. Like
Okay.
it was temporary. I put it there because I always had this idea to plant it somewhere here in this corner. But I just planted it there and it got to grow so big there. So right now it's such a hot time, and it's absolute no-no to transplant anything in that kind of heat.
You wanted to do
look
it,
how
right?
wilted it. Yeah, poor thing, it had started to bloom already.
Then why did you do it? So why'd you do it now then?
And look at that.
Huh?
Because I happened to get to
Get to it.
to that. Yeah, I just happened to get to it. So I started making this bed, and there was always an idea to plant this jasmine bush here. So I thought, what the heck, if I need, I'll just trim it down. So at least it will get to develop some root system within this summer yet.
So she's always working, doing something, guys.
Yeah, so ideally you plant them when they're dormant, but I wanted it to be well rooted by next spring. So, so there.
So guys, let's go take a look at the greenhouse now. Wait till you see that. I don't know when you've seen it last, but it looks like there's massive things in there. Let's go. Look at this, guys. It's like a jungle in here. Look how everything's growing. Look at this here. What are these, Kulika?
Actually, I planted pepper plants to the right and tomatoes to the left and cucumbers to the very end. And then I put some compost here in this corner. And these are actually pumpkins that started growing.
You didn't actually plant these, did you?
No, I never planted them. I put some compost, and just full bunch of them started growing. I thinned them all out. I left few, but now I can see that they're just choking out these peppers. So it's not really justified to grow them here. So I'm still debating with myself, should I just let them be and choke out those peppers and let my pepper crop suffer at their expense? Or should I dig them out and plant them somewhere else in the garden?
I think they're doing good. Look at the rest, guys. Look at everything growing in here.
Yeah,
oh, there's some tomatoes there developing.
Since it heated up like that, the weather got warm, they're really growing now.
It's really doing well in here. Look, she had to make some more ventilation too. She made some more windows there.
Yeah, I noticed that peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers too, they get blooming like crazy, but no fruit was developing. So then I realized that it's just way too hot for them.
It was way too hot,
get pollinated. So first I made these holes at the end.
At the back, yeah.
But then I realized that it was just way too hot still. So I made a full bunch of holes in the sides.
So I told her, don't do anything on top, because you know the winters here you can get lots of snow and that might collapse, that the plastic might rip right open. So she just did the sides, but this is really a big difference, and now that the plants can breathe more, that it's so hot, so this is really good what she did.
Yeah, these holes on the sides and end, they don't really...
Look at all these guys up here, a bunch of flies hanging out in there. They like heat, those flies.
These holes don't really add to the integrity of the structure, but I decided that, what the heck, so
had to do it
has to justify itself. So what's the point in growing things here if they just get heat scorched and don't get pollinated? So
doesn't that look good, guys?
Yeah.
Let's head to the garden now, show you how that's doing. You can see how everything's looking. I'll just do it from here. But look at this, guys. Look at the hard work she's been doing. This is all her baby here. I haven't done none of this. Look at all this. And there's some berries here. We've been eating some of these. These are really good. Strawberries. So you're pretty happy with the garden, Kulika?
Yeah, I really need organic matter here. I need to make some more...
Looks pretty good to me.
I need to shred some branches and make some mulch and get some grass, because the compost just can't ripen fast enough. There's just such a high demand for organic matter here.
There's the greenhouse from this angle with those windows you can see on this side now that she made. How are the trees doing here?
Yeah, here, like if you remember from last year, I managed to save some of those crafted, newly crafted trees.
Yeah.
And you see this one over there. This is yellow transparent actually. This one is really doing good. So I am actually hesitant about digging it out from here.
Yeah.
So this was just supposed to be temporary location for it. But until I get a better idea where to plant it, so I'll just keep it here. I might just leave it here for good.
Look here, peas.
And, yeah, here I have grapes.
And peas.
Grapes, I don't know if I get any grapes this year. They had such a late start. And then peas. Peas are kind of choking them out. The idea was that peas they're nitrogen fixing, so they are actually adding nitrogen to the soil. So they're actually improving soil for the grapes, but then they're also choking them out, so I don't know if grapes are really benefiting from them or not.
But boy, I'm going to be eating like a slob, you know. Good food will be coming. No potato chips, you know. All good stuff. Isn't this a nice garden, guys? She works hard in here. She's in here, and it was 33 the other day, and she's working, doing all kinds of stuff. I could barely stand it inside with a fan on my face. But yes, she really works hard on this, guys. Isn't it nice?
And the people are probably wondering what's with those little structures there, those little log structures. They look like wells.
You raised the trees, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, so
because it was such a wet area. We had so much rain. Yeah.
We had such a wet spring, and this area was
even
like
in the summer,
like flooded. And I started seriously worrying about those plum trees just getting waterlogged and just
so you raised them, yeah,
just drowning there. So I decided that while they're still young trees, I'll do something about it, because I can now still lift them up. I hated to do that because they were in the full swing of growing, so it was
and those didn't get there themselves, guys. She chopped down the dead trees and stuff that were laying around, and she made those out of that.
Yeah, I got those from like a dead trees.
Those aren't living trees, and she used all that. She got that from our own land here, and she made those. So she's working hard.
We don't really have any way to put them on a quad yet, so I just used the sled. Believe it or not.
I had to change the battery, guys. It just cut out on there. You were talking about you had to haul those here?
Yeah, so I decided that while the trees are still young, I can still lift them up, even though they were actively growing at that time. So. And of course it stunted their growth, but saved their life in the long run.
But yeah, she said she dug a hole just around there, and it was right as soon as you dug it filled with water, right?
Yeah, so once I dug a hole to lift, I tried to be really careful. So when I was lifting them up, the roots were just sitting in plain water. So
that wouldn't have been good, right? They would have all died, yeah.
And the reason why I got worried was because right next to them I dug a hole to see how far the bottom water is, and the hole filled right in with water. So and when I started digging them out, sure enough they were sitting. They don't like wet feet. No fruit trees do. So I thought I better do something about it. So that was my solution, and I filled those boxes with better soil that I could find. And
so she wanted to save her precious trees.
Yeah, and I got some rotten wood, like really rotten wood from the forest, and mixed it with compost and grass clippings and stuff like that.
So we'll take a little look at her apple garden, then we'll end this video. Before we get to the apple garden, guys, I want to show you these beautiful flowers here. Aren't these nice? They're gorgeous. I like these. I like marigolds. Put some marigolds there. And look at this over here in the corner. Isn't this nice? It's actually in the apple garden too. We'll continue in there and you can see the rest of that. I'm on the other side of that fence. It's very nice. Nice daisies. And look at these. What are these, Kulika?
These are, I think in English you call them Sweet Williams.
And those other red ones I showed them, I didn't tell them what those were.
These are some kind of dianthus. They're the same family.
Those are the ones that are
kind of carnation.
They're over there on the other side. But look at this. That's really nice.
And these daisies, they are a kind of wild flowers, and I love them. And that's why I planted them here in the first place. And
There's the pup.
I swore to myself last year that I'm not going to plant them in the flower bed because they just take over and they're just choking everything else out.
You got them in a nice corner now.
I took full bunch of them out last fall, and I thought whatever pops up this spring I'm gonna just remove them and put them somewhere else. But I did not have a heart to remove them, and voila, you see now, here's the result. They're choking out all my phloxes and stuff.
So what do we got here?
If you guys remember, like earlier this year, like we planted a couple of more plum trees that I ordered this spring and some red currants between them. And now since that wet spring we had here, and when I lifted those ones up
on the other side,
planted those, built those log structures around, I realized that I better do something with those ones too while they're still young. So I haven't got to build anything yet, but I just dug them out and put some better soil underneath them and around. So that's why they look like they're on little hills, but at least they won't get flooded. They should be safe. And now I'm just going to fill in that surrounding ground here with compost and leaves and mulch and stuff like that.
What a green thumb's paradise. So here are the apple trees. That's why we call this the apple garden. There's one there.
This is actually only rootstock. The tree itself died, but the rootstock survived, and I took advantage of it. So you see all these red little ribbons, these are my craft points. I crafted for a bunch of stuff onto it, and they're growing really good.
Yeah. And over here, when am I going to get some apples?
Hopefully in a couple of years. Actually, the ones behind you here are doing
Where are
better. So.
Oh yeah.
These ones are actually.
Look at that.
A little more advanced. So I have to put that insecticide soap on the tops in every few days. Otherwise, poor things don't even get a chance. They're just getting chewed up. There's so many pests here after them.
A lot of pests after us too. There's another one. What's this?
This is construction material. These are for my fences and stuff.
And that's some shredding material, isn't it?
This has to be shredded. I'm just shredding. That's a nasty job. And I just really want to clean out that corner. It's such a wild corner. I can't cut grass there or nothing. They need to be all shredded.
And there's our birds over there. If you're interested, I'll put a link to the other channel. You can check out the bird channel. So guys, we thought we'd do that garden update for you. Because like I said, we've been showing the ATV, four-wheeler. We've been having fun with that, but there's work and chores to do here, so we can't always have fun and frolic, right? So Kulika's going to continue working behind there. And give a big thumbs up if you like this video, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.